videos added to Audrey's shot. I'm only seeing one vehicle at the school in the parking lot with a flag. Two, no, there's two. I forgot the one truck. The two trucks, but I can hear you. Can you hear me? They're having a press conference. Okay. Can we call this a protest? All right, good talk. Rally. Gotcha. And we just have to assume we're hot or we're live because they've got our shot over Audrey's shot. Are they still having that press conference? Or the gathering? Ten seconds away. Standing by. Yeah, guys, the line continues to grow as the support for this rally continues to grow as well here at Edmond North High School. Now, this is actually in the parking lot at Danforth and Kelly, just on the northeast corner. As you can see, they're gathering here in preparation for driving to the high school. We're going to be above that and covering it as it happens for you right here on Channel 5. Back to you guys. Golly. This is potential national news. When we covered this on Thursday, there were like, what, 5 vehicles? Now there's over 30. Come on, take a flag, Audrey. Oh yeah. Okay, we're live on the internet. All right, if you're joining us on the, golly, I think I may have miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +40 vehicles now. So we're live over. Thanks for joining us on the KOCO mobile app. Sky 5 is over Danforth and Kelly here in Edmond. These cars that you're seeing lined up, these are cars that are gathering for a rally in support of a student who was told last week that he had to remove an American flag from his vehicle, and these are all gathering in support of that student and in support of their right to be able to fly the American flag. You can see, I just counted, there are 40 plus vehicles here in this parking lot. Again, this is on the northeast corner of Danforth and Kelly here on the north side of Edmond. And this is only 1 block away from Edmond North High School, where these vehicles will make their way over to the high school. I think they plan on driving around the high school and then parking in the parking lot. Now we've seen not just students, but we've seen a number of adults that have also gathered here, to include this guy here with on a motorcycle. We see people on bicycles. We see people in trucks, cars, all sorts of vehicles making their way over here in support of this rally at Edmond North High School. There's one vehicle there with a number of flags. That vehicle's got a golly, that's a lot of flags. And like I said, we've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, and when we came over here, I think how many do you think, Francisco? There were probably 8 vehicles when we first took a look at the parking lot, and now there's over 40, and it's only growing. We continue to see also, we're getting word that Summit Middle School here in Edmond, Summit Middle School has gone virtual this morning due to a water main break. We might try to get over there here in a little bit and get some video of that, but until then, this is kind of the interesting news, the breaking news of the morning as students gather, not just students, but also parents, adults, citizens of all ages gathering here in the parking lot. You can see they're holding a little group discussion, maybe a rally, just to try to discuss what the plan is for making their way over to the school. Not sure who's actually organizing the rally. However, there are a number, and you can see right there, gathered students and adults alike, gathered in support of this rally and making their way over to Edmond North High School. Sky 5, the Again, if you're just now joining us on the KOCO mobile app, good morning. Sky 5 is over Edmond right now, so if you hear the helicopter flying over Edmond, I know a lot of you join us on the KOCO mobile app whenever we have breaking news. We are over a gathering. It's a rally for in support of a student who was told last week that he had to remove the American flag from his truck that he was flying at school. And so a number of students and parents, adults, citizens are gathering here. This is in the parking lot on the northeast corner of Kelly and Danforth. And we've only seen this gathering grow over the past few minutes. And their plan is to drive from here to the high school. I don't know exactly what they're going to do once they get there. I don't know if they're planning on driving around the school. I think that's what I heard originally. But maybe they, a lot of them, with all the adults that are present in this group, I can only imagine that they're going to kind of make a presence and make it very visual as they drive around the school. I was looking in the parking lot earlier. I do see, I'm going to kind of extend my, Francisco, we can even zoom out if you want to and kind of show how close this is to the high school. I'm kind of drifting a little bit further to the east towards the sun. And there are, if you come straight down to the left from there, excuse my skid just for a second, and there's the high school. Come straight down from there and you'll see last week there was a few trucks that gathered in the parking lot. There you can see them right there. There's a few trucks already in the parking lot here. They're in the top. You can see that for you. There you go, right there. Nope, you're on them. Yep. There's a few trucks gathered right there that already have flags. These were here the other day, last Thursday when we first covered this, and I wonder if they're just they may not know where the rest of the group is, but if they were watching us here on the KOCO mobile app, they'd be able to figure it out. However, this is the school. This is Edmond North, so you can see not very far away at all, just about 1 mile away from where the gathering is. and the gathering for the rally is at Danforth and Kelly. And we can, are you zoomed out all the way? Okay. There we go. And if we, now are you zoomed out all the way? So from here, if we go to the left just a little bit, you'll be able to see where the gathering is right there in that parking lot. So not very far away at all. It's not going to take them very long to get to the school. However, it's definitely going to be a visual as they make their way over there. You can see the group gathered right there in the center of the parking lot as they discuss the plan for making their way over to the high school. I know that they also wanted to go over to Summit Middle School because there is Summit Middle School is going virtual this morning due to a water main break. Over at the school, we were going to try to get over there. It's about 4 miles away from here, but we were going to try to get over there and see if we could see a water main break. I don't know if they want to do that now or in a little bit. But this is definitely a good visual here of exactly what's happening here in Edmond. So good morning to all of you that are just now joining us on the KOCO mobile app or on Facebook Live. Sky 5 is over Edmond, Oklahoma. This is just a mile to the west of Edmond North High School, where there's a planned rally this morning, and you can see the gathering here in this parking lot. If you've been with us since we started our live, you've seen how much this gathering has grown. It went from about 8 to 10 vehicles when we first got over here to now probably closer to 50. They kind of go all around the parking lot and right there in the center. I can try to get a count again here in a second. Let me just take a second to try to count them. They're right at 50. I mean, it's really, really close to 50, if not just a couple vehicles more, but now 50 vehicles included in this rally. Looks like they're getting ready to head to their vehicles and head towards the school. All right, so they're planning on keeping us over the rally and not going over to Summit to see if we can find. We'll probably get over there before we head back to the station to see if we can see that water main break. But for those of you in Edmond, Summit Middle School is going virtual today due to a water main break. So if you've got your kiddos up and you're planning on headed to the middle school, you probably already got the notification. But if you didn't, we're letting you know right now, Summit Middle School going virtual due to a water main break. All right, so we're getting ready to go live also on Facebook, YouTube, and YouTube. So that'll be coming up soon. But those of you on the KOCO mobile app, seeing this first, actually Sky 5, the only helicopter bringing you these live shots of this rally happening here in Edmond, Oklahoma. 50 plus vehicles now involved in this rally here at Edmond North High School. This is not Edmond North High School. This is the parking lot just to the west of Edmond North High School at Danforth and Kelly, just on the northeast corner of Danforth and Kelly, where over 50 vehicles now involved in this rally in support of a student who was told last week that he had to remove the American flag from his vehicle that he was flying at the school. The school saying it was due to safety precautions, but many involved in this rally to show support for that student and show support for flying the flag. And you can see as we zoom out again to the whole parking lot, you can see how many vehicles are involved. It goes around the building there to the left, and at each count, I continue to count more and more vehicles. When we first showed up, like I said, there were only about 10 vehicles in the parking lot, but that has quickly grown to over 50 now as more vehicles show up. You see another one pulling into the parking lot there at the left. And I'm kind of just looking down the street if I see more vehicles arriving or heading this way with flags on them. I don't see that yet, but golly, yeah, that parking lot is filling up, isn't it? Can you go up? Yeah, a lot of these vehicles are just showing up to some of these businesses here. Looks like the rally is starting to move. We are on the move now, heading towards the high school, and so we've got another cut in here in about 10 minutes. I'm surprised that they don't have. I mean, with a rally of this size, I'm surprised like the Edmond Police Department's not involved. I know that they have a presence over at the school. However, I don't see any Edmond police officers out there just kind of controlling traffic as they begin to move on to Danforth. So that's Danforth right there. And they're going to slowly make their way out onto the street. There's they're gonna have a hard time getting out there if they don't have any traffic control. But they're all getting ready to. They're gonna come in the back way. Okay. So they're going to go over to Kelly, and then Kelly to Covell, Covell to Thomas Drive, and then come in that way to the school. So that's a smart move instead of getting out onto Danforth and trying to head eastbound into the school. That gets really congested. This is going to be a better route. So, and this will probably take us into that cut-in, which is only in about 8 minutes. All right, so if you are just joining us this morning, good morning. It really is a beautiful morning. It's It's in the 70s, 80s around the state, but the sun's up. Things are going to start heating up today. Well, Sky 5 is over a rally right now that is in support of a student here at Edmond North High School that was told last week that he couldn't fly an American flag on his truck or on his vehicle. I don't know 100% if it was a truck. I think it was. However, we are following this rally. These are the lead vehicles, I believe, as they make their way around to the north side of the high school. So they're on Kelly right now, and they're making their way from Kelly to they were on Danforth. They're making their way from Kelly to Covell. They'll take an eastbound turn on Covell over to Thomas Drive, which is the main road there on the east side of the school where the students used to make their way to the parking lot of the school, Edmond North. So again, those of you wondering exactly what this is, last week I just said it, but I know this is very fluid, and we're starting to get more and more people joining us on the KOCO mobile app, on Facebook Live, and on YouTube. So this is a rally in support of a student who last week was told that he couldn't fly an American flag on his truck. The school says it was due to safety reasons. However, there are a number of people that you can see as the rally makes its way to the school. And like I said earlier, there were only about 10 vehicles in line for this rally earlier, about 7 o'clock. However, now there are 50 plus, so there are over 50 vehicles involved in this rally, all of them flying flags, making their way to the school, all of them flying American flags, making their way over to Edmond North High School. And as far as I know, this is the only high school participating in this rally. However, there are a number of adults and I can tell you this is not the end of the rally. I think there are still a few more vehicles that are kind of stuck at the light there at Danforth and Kelly that are trying to get over here. However, we know that there were 50 plus vehicles that were lined up getting ready to head to the school, and I think so they're slow going, and it's understandable as they're waiting for all the others to catch up. Hey man, I got you inside. I'm to the northwest of you at 2800. So we're taking a look at, that is Covell, and they're approaching Thomas Drive as the other cars from the rally that were gathered in that parking lot are still leaving the parking lot, trying to catch up to the rest of the group. But like I said, there were over 50 vehicles involved in this lineup, and as they are approaching the turn there at Thomas Drive, Francisco's giving you those shots here, and the lead vehicle is number 3 at the light, and they are waiting to make that right-hand turn onto Thomas Drive, and Thomas Drive will take them to the high school. The line continues to try to catch up. It's a continuous line of vehicles, all marked with the American flag, as they make their way in support of the student. And from what we understand, it was one student last week that was told that he couldn't fly the American flag on his vehicle, and in doing so, it kind of sparked this rally here where 50 plus vehicles and probably over 100 individuals, 100 citizens in support of this student as they slowly make their way to the high school. They're at the turn now. They're at Thomas Drive, and they are making the turn onto Thomas Drive as we speak right now. And this is 30 seconds out from the cut-in. All right, do you want to start with the lead vehicle and then kind of follow the line back to the, you want to do that? Okay. So we're coming up on a, okay, minute 30 out from the cut-in. So, yeah, it goes way back there, doesn't it? So Francisco, just kind of giving you a look at a number of vehicles. You know, there are a few others that are just high schoolers making their way to Edmond North. They take this route to get to the school. However, among the majority, among those vehicles are the vehicles that are involved in this rally headed to the school. And I can tell you, there are already a number of vehicles in the parking lot at the high school that have flags being flown, and these vehicles will join them. Now, I'm not sure if the plan is for these cars to drive around the school. I heard at one point they were just going to kind of drive a couple circles around the school in support of this student. But right now we're waiting on a cut-in from the station, and we'll be back to you here on the KOCO mobile app, Facebook Live, and on YouTube. Standing by. Standing by. Well, I can tell you guys, this rally and the procession is on its way. I mean, this is the lead vehicle, and they are making the turn towards the high school. They are just north of the school. You can see the parking lot of the high school right there. I can tell you there are over 50 vehicles and more than 100 people involved in this rally in support of that student that was told he couldn't fly the flag last week. We're going to stay over this and try to give you more updates. Back to you guys. All right, so I don't know if procession was the right word to use, but I used it. So I think we're going to try to see what these vehicles are going to do. They're kind of at a standstill right there. I don't know if they're going to continue on. There's no light there, right? So it looks like they're just going to drive around the school and just as a show of support for that student. Last week told he couldn't fly the American flag. Now, so we flew this last week. I think this happened on Wednesday when the student was told he couldn't fly the flag. Thursday, a number of students gathered. If you go up to the parking lot, Francisco, and where those vehicles were originally on Thursday, right there, top middle, you see that gathering of students right there. Those students were there on Thursday, and I believe, we believe that these students were involved in being told that they couldn't fly the flag. Now, these students gathered on Thursday, and the individuals that you see driving around